Hello everyone, so we are back with Leetcode daily challenge. In today's problem we need to minimize the maximum pair sum in an array. So before going through the question, let us try to understand what is the maximum pair sum, right? For example, there are two pairs are given like 1 1, 1 2 and then 1 3, right? So these are pairs of two numbers, right? So in this pairs, the maximum pair sum will be the pair will be the sum which is obtained through the adding up the two numbers. Like for example, when we add these two number we get 2, when we add these two number we get 3, when we add these two numbers we get 4, right? So in when we sum up these numbers, so when we get these sums, then the maximum sum is the maximum pair sum of these pairs, right? So here 4 is the maximum pair sum, right? So let us try to understand the question bit more clear. So here we are given a a nums array which will be a length n, and n is even. So we can make n by 2 pairs. Like for example, 4 numbers are there, then we can form n by 2 pairs, like 2 pairs at max, right? So this is given, and each element can be in exactly one pair, it is obvious, and we need to find the maximum pair sum, and it should be minimized. So let us try to understand what is the actual question, what the question try to say. So for example, we are having numbers like 1 2 3 4, right? Let us jumble this number. So let us have numbers 1 3 2 1, right? So these are the 4 numbers in an array. Now we try to make pairs, right? So in how many ways we can make pair? Like we can take 1 and 3, then 2 and 1 will be in a pair, right? We can also take 1 and 2, then 1 and 3 will be in pair. We can also take 1 and 1, and then 2 and 3 will be pair, right? So these are the possible combinations in which we can make pair, and for each combination let us try to find out what is the maximum pair sum. So for example, in this first combination the maximum pair sum is 3 plus 1, that is 4, and for this combination the maximum pair sum is 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4, and for this number the maximum pair sum is 3 to 5, right? So provided an array with n numbers, we can have many number of combinations of pairs, right? The pairs can be generated in different combinations. So after generating those pairs we will get a maximum pair sum for each set of combinations, and then we need to minimize this maximum pair sum. For example, here we get 4 4 5, so the final answer will be 4, like it is the minimized maximum pair sum which will be coming from generating all the pairs, all the possibilities in which those pairs can be generated. So this is the problem, we need to minimize the maximum pair sum we can make by arranging those numbers in different pairs, right? So what can we do, what is the optimal solution, like what should came in our mind while approaching this solution? We need to minimize the sum, right? We need to minimize the sum for all the pairs. So what came into our mind, we need to minimize sum for all the pairs. So if we minimize the sum for each pair, there are different pair A, B, C, D. So if we minimize this sum for all the pairs, then the final maximum pair for this pair combination will be minimized, right? So what we need to do, we need to minimize the sum for each pair, right? We need to minimize the sum for each pair, and then the final minimized maximum pair sum will be minimum, like we will get the desired result. So how can this pair sum can be minimized? So for example, there are some numbers 1 3 2 4, how can this pair sum should be minimized? So what can be the solution is that we need to first sort the numbers, right? And this pair sum can be minimized only when we add the maximum element with the minimum one. Like for example, here if we make a pair with 1 and 4 and then 2 and 3, then we will get the minimized pair with the sum, right? Because we are adding the maximum pair with the we are adding the maximum number with the minimum number, so their sum will be minimum. If we try to add two maximum number, then the sum will be highest, maximum. So the approach is here, try to make pairs of highest number with lowest one. So the pair should be generated in this way, following this criteria, right? So after generating the pair, for example, the numbers are given 1, 3, 2, 4. So the pair can be generated like we will sort the array 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we will generate the pair like 1, 4, and then 2, 3 will be there, right? And then the maximum pair sum for this pair combination will be like there is 2, 3, 5, and 4, 1 is 5. So the maximum pair sum will be 5. So this will be the solution, like the approach. One thing, the major thing we need to keep in mind is to minimize the sum for each pairs for that pair combination. If we minimize the sum for each pair, then the final maximum pair sum for that combination will be minimized. So let us try to code this solution in Leetcode. Let's move back to our Leetcode and try to code this solution. So at first what we will do, we will take the size of the array, nums.size, and then what we will do, we will sort the array, as I said, sort nums.begin, and it will go towards nums.end, right? After sorting the array, what we will do, we will take the maximum sum, like max sum, and we will set to 0. And what we will do, we will move back, like we will take the elements like here 1, 2, 3, 4 are there. We will take a pointer at 1, like try to write it as phrase. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. We will take a pointer here, and we will add the ith pointer to n minus I minus 1th pointer, like the last element, first and last element. Then I will be incremented by 1, and then similarly the second and third element will be added. We will move I towards the half of the array. So this is the approach. So let us take a for loop. For int of I equals to 0, I less than n minus 1, n by 2 minus 1, and I plus plus, and we will then take the max sum as max sum, or it will be the sum of nums of I, the first element, plus last element, nums of n minus I minus 1, right? And we will then return the max sum, right? So let us try to run this code, and yeah, so now we try to submit the code. There is some error, like so here 7 is coming, so n by 2, I should be less than n by 2, not minus 1, right? Because it is less than, not less than equals to. If we use equals to, then it will be less than equals to n by 2 minus 1. Let's try to run the code. Yeah, it works fine. The code runs properly. So this is a very much interesting question, like it was a very much confusing at first, but if you understand the logic behind it, then it is very much easy question. Thank you for watching. Do provide your feedbacks in comment section.